Guys, not all travel backpacks are created equal. Some are shit, but here are 3 of the best ones that we think are on the market at the moment. These are reliable. They're built for life on the move. They are Rushfaster recommended. We're going to jump in, check them out. You know how this works. Let's do it. This is the Matador GlobeRider 35. We're going to take a look through the bag. It comes in at 51 by 31 by 22 centimeters, and it weighs 1.5 kilos. Well, 1.56 to be specific. If you take the hip belt off, it weighs 1.39 kilos. So let's take a look at the exterior of the bag. The main fabric is a 420D blue sign recycled nylon with a PU waterproofing. We've got PU coated sealing zippers. We've got Eva foam padded back panel and shoulder straps. We do have a hip belt on this one. There's a lot going on. So looking at the front of the bag, we've got stretch material here, which is great if you want to stuff some extra stuff in here, maybe shoes, maybe a jumper. Hopefully not after you've had the shoes in there. It's right here for you. We've got Matador logo up the top here. We've got grab handles everywhere, which is excellent. Reinforced as well, because this is going to be a heavy pack. So you want to make sure that the grab handles you get have these little bits of stitching here on each one. They do. They're very heavy duty handles. Very important for this pack. You don't want it breaking around there. Let's have a look at the side. I'll lift it up here. So on this one, we've got a stretchy water bottle pocket. Let's put something in there. Easy fits in just like that. On this side, we have another grab handle. We do have compression straps on these as well. We've got compression straps on these sides as well. Nothing to note on the bottom, just normal bottom. On the top of the pack, we've got a quick access pocket. It's got a nice furry lining in there as well. Good for sunnies, or maybe you can put your passport or something, plane ticket in there for quick access. Let's have a look at the back system. So there's a lot going on here. So we do have these load lifters here with some very heavy duty webbing to help with carrying a large load. You do put a lot in these backpacks. It does get a bit heavy, so it's good to see those here on this pack. We have a grab handle here, webbing with foam interior, and then we have a harness stow system, so you can actually open this up and you can put your straps inside. I'll show you that a little bit more in a minute. We got luggage pass-through here. We've got a padded foam back support and hip straps here, which can be taken off. It is a challenge to take these off, so my advice is just leave them on. They really do help lighten the load, so you're going to need them anyway. It's hard to get these off, but apparently they come off. So we have a very, very thick and heavy duty backpack strap with webbing across here. We have an adjustable sternum strap. It is a really nice back system. Have a look in here. So inside here, if I can show you, we do have a hidden compartment. This is great for some money, passport, anything that's super critical that you do not lose and does not get stolen from you. Pop that in here. It's hidden. It's very hard to get to. It's very secure. Let's just take this out again. You can stuff your straps in here if you so choose, just like that. And then that can come down, keep that secured. Okay, so let's have a look at the hip belt. So hip belt in here has Velcro on either sides, and they tell me it's detachable. I've not been able to get it off yet. So it's like, if you like the hip belt, keep it. These really do help lighten the load. So it's a good feature to have. And then we've got a normal sort of clip here, little pocket that we can put things in here, something you want quick access to. And we do have here a little G hook, which connects in there, which normally wouldn't come undone, for a little bit of extra support. Only detachable because you can take the whole system off. Okay, so a really nice feature to have in travel backpacks is a feature to stop people from getting into the bag quickly when it's on your back. Let's say you're in a not so safe area and you want to utilize this, you can. It's a little bit of work, but it will pay off in the long run. You can pop these zippers through here. Hopefully you can see that, and you can just pull these down. So now your zipper pulls here are quite secure. It's just harder for people to get into your bag now. That's across all of the major compartments here, the main zipper entries. Cool, so let's have a look at the front compartment here. So a bit of an organizing panel. Let's see how far this goes down, just to here. So 1/3 of the bag. And then you've got a space for pens and other things. These are stretchy pockets here and 2 zippered pockets. Let's see how far these go down, also to 1/3. So then, same as on the front pocket, we have that security again. Because I'm not going to use it on this one, I've got one zipper pull in and one out, so I can just open and join them back. So I can just basically use it as a 1 zipper pull system. Okay, so this is the main compartment. On the lid side, we have some sectioned out storage. So you can essentially use these as like mini packing cubes if you want, but you can keep things organized. You can put your tech in this one, you can put your jocks and socks in the other, and then you can put small bits and pieces in here. Everything's nice and organized, and it's attached to the bag, which is also very nice. This is the main compartment, so we don't have any internal pocketing here. We do have the laptop sleeve, which you can get to a different way, but there's no other internal organization on the main compartment. So we've got a double access pocket here, so you can open this up to get some things out of your bag if you don't want to open a clamshell. And this is also how you get to the laptop pocket as well. So we put in a 16-inch MacBook Pro this time, the big boy. Like it was made for it, guys. There it is in there. It's got a little magnetic closing system there and a Hyperlon pull tab. Yeah, but this is a great feature so that if you just want to get something out of the top of your bag, you can do that without opening everything and everything falling out. Of course, if you want to get your laptop, that's how you get access to it. So as always, let's load it up with some beer just so you can get an indication of what you can fit into this bag. We have our Yuli's Brew today. It's like all bags were made to fit beer in them. It's quite heavy now and definitely won't be carry-on approved, but this is how many beers we got in the 35 litre. Okay, so this is the GlobeRider 45 compared to the 35. Let's see if we can get size comparison. A little bit hard, I think it might be. So we're down about 5 or so centimeters here, and then on the width, same sort of deal, about 5 centimeters shorter on either side. But what I want to show you is just the differences between the 45 and the 35, and then we're going to fill it with some beer as well. We do have similar construction on this bag compared to the 35. We've got a few little adjustments. 35 came out after the 45, so they've made a few little tweaks here and there. But largely we have the same bag. One thing for sure is compression strap on the 45 is a little bit different to the 35. We do have that stretch material for the water bottle pocket as well. And the back system, slightly different. Still very well padded, still the same sort of quality, but we do have a slightly different back system here. We do have a zip here. Oh, so we got a hidden pocket in here, slightly different. That's about a bit over passport size in there. So opening it up, we do have a few changes on the internals as well. So in the main compartment, we do have some compression straps here to hold your gear down. We have some pockets here on this side as well with some stretch fabric. And then we have some organization sections in here as well. This is stretch, this is not stretch, but we've got a bit of space in there. Let's open that up so you can have a look. Quite a bit of space in there. Then we have the laptop section here. So this is my 14-inch MacBook Pro. Put that in there. Goes down to about here. Fits in there quite nicely. 16 shouldn't be a problem either. Very different system to the 35. They have made some major changes to the 35 actually. Okay, let's pop some beer in it. Right. Oh, so this is it packed out with beer. We've got an extra 8 cans in this time. You can probably fit a few more in there as well. So yeah, there you have it. Get an extra 8 cans in. It's a pretty awesome travel backpack released by Matador.
Look, this is a big backpack. Tortuga has made it really easy for you. It's 40 litres. It's a bag that is light. It's a bag that has a lot of capacity, plenty of external quick access, really good harness system here with the thick shoulder straps, the sternum strap, the waist straps, lockable zippers here, which is on the main compartment and on the laptop compartment, so that's good. You can pop a little padlock on there, keep everything safe. Opening up the laptop compartment, and what we have in here is a fleece-lined, padded and raised laptop compartment. Now this will take up to a 16-inch MacBook. I've only got a 14-inch, but we're gonna slot it in there. You can see still plenty of room, so zip that up. And that's great. Now, this is a travel bag, so we want to pack it out with all of our stuff. So we will unzip the massive clamshell space to get in there, and this is what we have to work with. On one side, big old open space for all of our clothes, toiletries, and whatnot. And then some mesh pocketing here, which actually has quite a little bit of its own volume and capacity. So it's not flat, there's actually some fabric here which create more of a three-dimensional pocketing, which is really handy because when you are traveling, you're gonna have pouches that you wanna slip in and out of the area. It's the same on this side as well. So we have the ripstop material here with a lighter color. This is, I would sort of say, is a cream with, at least under these lighting, almost a green hue. It's quite pleasant. I like it a lot. And the ripstop is going to make sure that it's quite durable as well. Tortuga also sent us, and they do sell as bundles, a few accessories to go in here. So of course, when you're traveling and you want to pack everything, you need packing cubes. So this is the packing cube that they have sent us. It is a compression packing cube, so it compresses down with some extra zips. I'll show you that in a moment. But this one comes in at 31.5 by 22.5 by 8 centimeters, and it is 8.5 liters when it's expanded and 5.7 liters compressed, and it weighs 140 grams. This material is a 70D nylon ripstop. So let's pack it out and pop it into our big travel bag. So I'm gonna throw in a big old jacket, as well as some socks, some underpants. And then I am going to get all of my underpants in. These aren't my underpants. I don't know whose underpants they are, but I've been told that they're clean. Zipping them all up. In order to compress this, we would then zip these compression zips here. And according to Tortuga, this will reduce the size of this by 33%, making it nice and compact. And then we have this little handy little handle. So that's the Tortuga packing cube. Now, the other thing that they sent us, if I put that to the side for a moment, is this travel backpack. Again, they sell all of these as bundles when you purchase, or you can buy it separately, but they do sell it as a bundle when you purchase the big travel bag. But this packable day pack is really handy because if you get to where you're going and you want to go out for the day and you need a bag, you don't want to necessarily carry around this big, chunky, slightly heavy 40-litre travel bag. So that's where this comes in. This is really light. The dimensions of this bag are 46 by 26 by 16 centimeters, and it's 19 litres in volume. It weighs 308 grams, and it's made out of 70D ripstop nylon and a material that they call Extrema. The big trick with this backpack is that it packs into itself. You can actually, feels very sturdy and very lightweight, so I like that. But I think the fact that it packs down like this is a real bonus. So when it is packed like this, the dimensions are 20 by 15 by 9 centimeters. So that's a great little travel bag. Back to the big one, and here we can throw in our packing cubes, throw in our packable bags. Packing cube, this one is from Pakt. Flesh that out there. And then on this side here, maybe we put some of our tech equipment that we're going to want to take with us. And up here, we will throw in a Rushfaster tech pouch, and that's going to slot in there. So that's quite a lot of gear. That's probably everything that you need to travel. Maybe some toiletries as well. Throw that in. Zip that up. Lock it up with the lockable zippers. Yeah, off you go. Wherever you're going. Bon voyage. So if you are looking to transition away from roller luggage, you want to be able to travel without checking in your bags, and you want to have free hands as you go about the airport and as you go from the airport to your hotel. Fantastic option. Coming in hot with another Bellroy bag. This is the Bellroy Lite Travel Pack 30 litre, also comes in a 38 litre. This is designed to be a travel bag, and a really light one at that, one that is almost a packable bag. We are going to get into it. I'm going to walk you through the dimensions, the material, and the features. Let's get into it. First up, the dimensions. The dimensions on this one are 50 centimeters by 36 centimeters by 12 centimeters. This weighs 950 grams. Walking around the backpack, we'll start at the back. Quite a lot of padding on the back here. Actually, a frame sheet, given that it is so light and so packable. So there is some structure to the back of the bag. It might not look like it as I move it around, but it's definitely there. So we've got some mesh on the back for some breathability, for some comfort. And then we have these stowable straps come out there, and then they just clip on almost a G-hook really easily, not fiddly at all, adjustable, quite sturdy. The straps themselves also have some padding, and then there's some rigidity as well on the outside. So quite a stable carry system. You get this little sternum strap, which is kind of interesting. It's much more sort of dainty and refined than some of the other sternum straps, and I think that they've made choices like that as they've gone along to lighten this bag. And then this here just clips on like that, and I actually don't mind that at all. There's also this grab handle on top. It's quite a soft grab handle, so I'm not sure if it has padding or if it just has the feel of padding because it's been folded over a few times, this material. But it's quite nice to grab, no issues there. There's another handle around the side of the bag. This is if you wanted to carry it in briefcase mode, which I will demonstrate when I show you what it's like on the body. And again, really, really well stitched in there. There's a nice little orange little bit of stitching here, which is just a little bit of fun. I like it when companies do that with their products. And then behind the cushioning on the back, this area here acts as a luggage pass-through. So if you need to stick it over your roller luggage, this can do that too. So around the front is where we have our first of the quick access pockets. This one here is quite large, so a lot of capacity. This whole thing is a pocket. So in there, I'm going to stick the Rushfaster tech pouch, and there's even a little bit more room where I might throw in just my sunglasses as well. So zip that up, and we'll move around to the other quick access pocket, in that it just has this one pocket in there for organization. But that is where I'm going to throw some AirPods. And then of course on this key leash here, I'm going to throw my keys, pop that in there, throw in a book to read on the plane, and then my iPhone as well. Zip that up there. And throughout the bag, there are several lash points as well if you wanted to stick some extra accessories, hang a carabiner off. It is quite simple, and that's part of the reason it's going to be quite light. So the laptop compartment on this bag is a little bit interesting as well. It's actually around the side on the back, and it's sort of covered by this sort of little bit of material that acts as a rain flap. So this will fit up to a 16-inch MacBook, but I've just got the 14-inch, so that's going to slide in there. And that does have a raised bottom, and there is quite a lot of padding on both sides. So that's going in there, that's staying nice and safe. Onto the inside, zipping open these little shrink wrap paracord bits here, very nice. Things are a little bit more interesting. We have this compartment here, which is where you were going to put all of your clothes and everything. Going to grab the Tortuga packing cube, pop that in there, as well as a Pakt packing cube. And then over this side here, you have another mesh pocket, which is not quite as big, and then a little pocket up here for things that you want to keep out of the way. So in this one here, I am going to whack just a couple of little bits of tech. And then down here, just a little bit more tech as well. When you're a digital nomad, right? You gotta carry your office with you. So that is quite a lot of capacity there. And we can zip that all the way up. And it still maintains quite a nice little shape. I'm quite fond of the way that this looks when it's packed out. I think that it's still quite smart, and it's still not that big, but you can see that there was quite a lot of space. On the inside, I had the two big packing cubes, a tech pouch, all of my little doodads. I will call out that there's no hip strap on this. Is a nice to have, probably, because even though I would usually say 30 litres is probably not necessary, because this is a travel bag and you are filling it up, it's just a nice to have. Absolutely not a deal breaker. The straps are plenty comfortable. In fact, here's what it looks like on the body. For reference, I'm 177 centimeters and about 65 kilos, and it's a nice bag. Some people are going to absolutely love them. Some people are going to be, yeah, no, this will work just fine. I'm a big fan. I can recommend checking out the Bellroy Lite Travel Backpack. This is the 30 litre. It also comes in a 38 litre.
Guys, so there you have it. That was 3 of what we think are some of the best travel backpacks on the market at the moment. Links are in the description. I will see you in the next one.